We're familiar with the idea of spring cleaning your home, but what about your makeup bag? Sandra Martin is the editor-in-chief of Walmart's Live Btter magazine. She's here with some helpful tips on how to tell when your makeup is past its prime. Welcome, Sandra.
Thanks for having me.
It's very nice to see you, and I have to say, I am so guilty of this. I have makeup that's probably close to a decade old.
We all do it because it feels like a waste. There's stuff in the bottle or there's stuff in the tube, so I'm not going to throw it out. That would be wasting it. But it's actually not healthy to use makeup that's expired, particularly if it's around your eyes, because it can cause infection.
Right.
On a less scary note, it just won't work as well.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the stuff that we have here that's past its prime, to say the least.
Yeah, you looked a little scared when you looked in here. I don't know if the camera can see that. So you'll find that foundation will actually separate. So one of two things will happen. It can get really super gloppy and it just won't spread, or it'll separate like that. It can be really disgusting. So you should
so gross.
Toss it after about 12 months after you've opened it.
Okay, 12 months
yeah.
is suggested
Same thing with
shelf
concealer, because you'll find concealer starts to get chalky. It doesn't blend. So as I said, it just doesn't work as well when it's expired.
Okay, now this we put close to our eyes, yet we continue to use it forever.
I have a lot of those because I don't wear mascara in my everyday mom life, so I'll feel like I only used it 3 times for parties. It's got to still be good, but you should really toss it after 6 months.
Okay.
So you'll see it's pretty clumpy here, and what a lot of women will do to extend the life is put water in the tube and swirl it around, but that's really not a great idea. It won't work, again, and the water really just encourages bacteria to grow, and you don't want that around your eyes.
No, you don't. Okay, what about other things like eyeliner and powder? Do we have to be as worried about that?
Eyeliner has a longer lifespan. It's about like 12 to 18 months, but you'll find when it's starting to go that if it's a pencil, it'll tug, the line won't draw quite as well, or liquids will dry out. So once you notice that, toss it, don't try to do something to save it. Powders have the longest lifespan, about 18 to 24 months. You can keep it for the longest of any kind of makeup. You'll notice when it's off, when it starts to kind of look chalky and the color changes a little bit.
Okay, now one of the hardest things probably is to keep track, because there's no best before date necessarily on any of these things. So you have some tips.
Right, so if you're a low-tech kind of person, and I know a lot of us are, just get a Sharpie or any indelible marker and write the date on it. So when you open your new foundation, just write the date on it. You can put a little piece of tape on it. If you're more high-tech, and I love this idea, is you just take your smartphone and you can put a group together if you're opening a bunch of things on the same day and snap a picture. It'll be date stamped, so you can look back and remember, oh yeah, okay, so it's coming up to 6 months. I should watch that mascara.
Okay, now you tweeted when you were coming on the show, you said something to the effect of why you shouldn't necessarily keep your makeup in the bathroom.
Yes, so good point. I think a lot of people do, because that's where we do our face. But the fluctuations in temperature and the high humidity and the warm temperatures aren't great for makeup. So you'll find that it doesn't last as long under those conditions. So you want to keep it in a cool, dry place. Probably your bedroom's a good idea. Your freezer, not a good idea.
No, okay, but that makes sense, right? It can get really musty and very warm. And finally, you have some tips, economical ways that people can refurbish their makeup collection.
You know what, the makeup artists that we spoke to, because we like to talk to experts and pass along their information in this magazine, said a lot of women find that it takes a long time to get their face done in the morning. And their tip is streamline it. So you really don't need a lot of products, and you can basically fit everything you need to do your face in this teeny tiny little makeup bag. And that's what we've got here. We even have 4 different shades of nail polish and 2 different shades of blush. But you should be able to do your face in 5 minutes if you keep it streamlined. So we've got an alternative for your foundation. So this is a 3-in-1. So it does 3 things at once. It's a primer, a foundation, and a concealer in one. And it's great. I've got sort of a shiny forehead. And I think a lot of us do. And if you've got oily skin, it's great because it keeps your skin looking matte, so you won't be shiny after a few hours.
And that's from
CoverGirl.
Okay, that's CoverGirl.
Yep, and that's it's just under $13, so really well priced. If you've been interested in doing the cat eye, or you just want to have sort of like a fresh look with your eyeliner, this is a great one for beginners. It's Maybelline Master Duo, and I don't know if you can really see the brush here. But it's got sort of like a ballpoint tip, and you use that ballpoint tip, which makes it easier to draw a fine line. And if you want to do a thicker line because you're feeling like you want to be dramatic or you're going out at night, you just angle it a little bit and it'll draw a thicker line. It just makes it easier for you. So it's a bit of a cheat. And again, everything here is under $19. Each item is under $19. Mascara, just very quickly, you know, the wand is so important if you are not a pro like I am, or you have stubby eyelashes. So this wand makes it really easy to get nice fanned application. So you put it on and you see all the little spikes in it. It separates your lashes and really gives you a good professional look.
I have not tried that one yet.
So yeah, this is by Maybelline.
People should definitely pick this up. Lots of tips, tricks for entertaining.
Yeah. And all the details about these products are in the magazine too.
Sandra, this is so helpful. Thank you so much. You've inspired me. I'm going to go into our makeup room.
Purge.
I'm going to purge. Okay, I promise.